No, it suits Salah because he gets to choose where he can go next. You know, he'll have all options available. Where he goes is going to determine why that deal was made. I just don't see how I don't see how it benefits Liverpool. The only way I can look at it benefiting Liverpool is that they think that they want him off the wage bill and it's 400 grand a week. But you know, look, Saudi come in for Mo Salah. They'd pay 40-50 million pound for him. That would be my argument. So he signed a 2-year contract. All right, he's fell off a cliff this season, but the whole team has. Arne Slot's had got a massive thing to say about the situation that they find themselves in and why Mo Salah's dropped off as well. I just think when you sign a 2-year contract, I just think there's residual value. The reason he signed a 2-year deal was they couldn't let him go. They let Trent leave on a free, and Salah, they couldn't let another superstar leave. So they gave him a 2-year deal, gave him what he wanted, but they also gave him the option that come the end of the first year, he had residual value that they could sell him. And to say that he can go on a free, I don't think that's a great deal. 30-40 million pound is still 30-40 million pound. And, you know, Al Nassr or Al Hilal or whoever he wants to go to in Saudi, where I think he's going to end up, they would have paid that. So you've lost out on 40 million quid.
So Liverpool should have dug their heels in to get...
well, it's not about digging your heels in.
You think they could have got a fee? Would they have been able to get a fee from anyone other than Saudi? Given his wages. Well, Saudi have got more money than everyone else, we know that.
Yeah, it's his wages that are obviously the problem. If you're going to go to Juventus or, you know, Napoli or someone like that, they can't afford 400 grand a week. So, but I still think he's going to demand that. I still think he's going to... That's why I believe that he's going to end up in Saudi, because I think he'll probably become one of the highest paid players in the world, alongside Ronaldo and Messi. I think he's going to end up in Saudi on £1 million a week. That's where I think he's going to end up.
They can afford £1 million a week. They could have afforded to pay a transfer fee.
Well, a year ago, they would have paid 70-80 million pound for Salah to have him then. But Liverpool were like, no, we need to make this deal happen. They couldn't afford for another superstar to go. They've allowed too many superstars to get into the last years of their contract. Trent left. Van Dijk, they managed to get that one done. And Salah, they couldn't let him go. So they gave him what he wanted. And now they're letting him go for a free. Mo Salah. I know he's had a poor season, but he's still a top player.
Oh, there we go. So, yeah, look, all the talk is now, where is he going to end up? Of course, these links with the Saudi Pro League have been ongoing. A little bit hopeful that some still want to keep him here in the UK. I don't think I can see him in any other shirt other than Liverpool.
Very difficult, isn't it?
What do we think? Where's he going to go?
Well, look, first of all, we're going to dive into it a little bit more in the papers, because there's been a few stories in the papers with a few links. But look, Saudi Pro League, very difficult to look past that. This is our poll that we're running on the website right now. 75% of people expecting a move to the Saudi Pro League. Again, we've been talking about it for a long time, particularly Al Ittihad have been interested throughout. It felt like this is going to be the big move for not just Mo Salah, but also for the Saudi Pro League. This is their signing, their guy that they want to kind of take over from Cristiano Ronaldo when eventually, don't know when that might be, it might be in about 10 years' time, he's about 50 or 60 years old, he might retire, but Mo Salah was going to step into that and be that franchise player for the league. So, look, lots of talk. One thing I want to flag, only 7% on the MLS. Just keep an eye on that. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on. There has been a bit of a push of possibility to move to MLS. Bear in mind that we've seen some of the biggest names in world football, likes of Lionel Messi, head over there too. But look, that's our poll, that's our opinions that we're giving. But Mohamed Salah's agent posted on social media, he said, look, at the moment we do not know where Mohamed will play next season. This also means that no one else knows. So it is purely speculation at this point.